everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Bortles' Jaguars going up against Garoppolo's Patriots. So let's get you up to Foxborough as we check in with our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New England Patriots. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's taken down, but not before getting this.
As they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
On first down, Brady. Screen pass to Blunt. A strong running. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it a second down. Let's discuss this offense now, and Julian Edelman, very good player.
Has really developed into a terrific slot receiver, and a lot of times he would be the primary receiver. Still mad coming out of college that he's not a quarterback in the NFL. He takes it out on the opposing defenses.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing is Brady on third down. He's got time in the pocket. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Dante Fowler in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. On first and 10, here's Bortles. And incomplete to open things up. And now the starting lineup for the offense. And Julius Thomas highlighted, my friend.
Brandon, he's one of the latest in a long line of basketball players turned football players who have had great success. And he uses those basketball skills to get open in his pass routes.
Throwing is Bortles. Completes it to Lee. And, Charles, this front seven, they're going to get some help once the season starts. Markevius Mingo coming over from the Browns to the Patriots.
And they needed that help. They've had some guys dinged up, so they needed some fortification. And remember, Markevius Kiki Mingo was the number 6 pick in the entire draft when he came out of LSU in 2013. There's talent there. They're hoping to get it out of him.
And the big tight end shifting around. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Bortles will give to Yeldon. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Bortles to throw on second down. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Throwing on first down is Bortles. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They go play action for Yeldon. Now it's Bortles. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Julius Thomas, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Danny Amendola on the return. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. Brady going to throw. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Paul Posluszny. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And quickly, let's check out the New England defense.
It seems like whenever people talk about Chris Long, the number one thing they discuss is his
Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down now after the incompletion. They come up in an offset eye. On second down, here's Yeldon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to her back.
On third down, Yeldon. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So on fourth down, on comes the Jaguars. Jason Myers now for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Myers able to knock it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board. But the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if. While the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
And now out come the Patriots. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Brady to throw on 2nd down. And he finds Danny Amendola. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now's a play caller. Because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And this is going to be incomplete. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Little motion now from the tight end. They'll run it again with Yeldon. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
To throw, it's Bortles. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's going to be taken down deep into Patriot territory. A big play there, Bortles to Robinson. 47 yards. And now a 1st down following that long gain. They come up in an offset eye. A 1st down carry now for Yeldon. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Time running out here on the play clock. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. And he's brought down. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Brief break in the action here. Back to Foxborough after this. And the back goes into motion. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And he's got it. It's Thomas for a Jacksonville touchdown. Julius Thomas with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
So while we have a moment here, Charles, intriguing matchups of week 3 in the preseason. I know that you saw the Tennessee game. You thought that was pretty interesting.
It was, because Oakland's one of those teams we've talked about the entire offseason is making a playoff push, and having Derek Carr at quarterback gives them a leg up, throwing to Amari Cooper and the rest of the crew. And they didn't look bad on offense, but they didn't look as good as a team as maybe we expected. Conversely, Tennessee, who went to Oakland and beat them, not many people have hopes for the Tennessee Titans this year. But guess what? They look pretty darn good, and Marcus Mariota's made great strides in year 2.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Denard Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
And there was a good opportunity. Just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call him